this is what you're going to find on the roads out here this morning. You can see kind of a thin layer of snow here, and underneath that is some thick ice, and that's what's making things very slick up here. Now, we're here in Piqua on the ramp from US 36 to Interstate 75 south, and as you take a look at the ramp over here, you can see that it certainly isn't completely clear at this point in the morning, so it can be kind of slippery. Now, as far as the interstate, well, traffic's moving okay on the way up here. It wasn't too bad, although when you start to get north of Troy, it does get a little bit slick, and even north of Piqua here, the interstate probably a little worse off. But again, anything south of that probably isn't too many problems, but when you get north of Troy, you're going to have to watch out. Already a few drivers have slipped up this morning, and here's one of those crashes. This is a semi that slid off Interstate 70 eastbound at the Hoke Road exit. Now, the crash shut down a lane for a little while, but that lane has since reopened. And then here at the ramp from Interstate 675 to Indian Ripple Road, one driver found out the hard way just how treacherous that ice can be. They ended up taking an unplanned off-road trip and clipping a tree. Now, they were taken to the hospital, but expected to be okay. So even though that snow falling here in Troy made for a pretty scene, it also made for some pretty tough conditions. And we watched as a few people out on the roads took it easy around those curves, and that's what you need to do if you're headed out in some of these northern counties. The salt trucks are out all across the area, but that mix of ice and snow is certainly hard to clear away. And even down south where you may not have the roads covered, you're probably going to have your car or signs or things like that covered with the ice. As you can see, this road sign here is pretty icy this morning. You got the icicles hanging down over here. So that's one of the things you're going to have to watch out for probably this morning, is just chipping your car out, even if your drive to work might not have as much ice and snow on it. But again, Troy and areas north, you are going to run into some icy conditions, so just be careful out there and take it easy. Reporting live, Jordan Burgess, 2 News on your side.